Okay, we should be live now. Cool. So I have to tell you guys that I have not at all prepared for this live stream, simply because I didn't want to do it. Uh, I have a challenge going on. This is the 1346 challenge, and I have six specific goals. With one of them, I am completely behind. So I'm 10 days behind with one of my goals. But the problem is that making that goal possible is pretty hard, in my opinion. And yeah, because I'm such a newbie in one of those goals that I have that I want to do for myself. Uh, because of that, I don't got to do this other goal I have, which is something connected to this live stream. Yeah, so basically, I want to advertise my live streams on Instagram, but because I don't have any Instagram content published yet, I can't really do any sort of those fun stuff here on live streams. So I'm just gonna keep talking. Maybe I maybe in the near future I'll do a rant of some sort, which will be so perfect that I can put up on Instagram, and at the end of the video, or actually, at the beginning of the video, of the Instagram video, I can just put like, hey, I'm live every single day from 1 p.m. EDT on YouTube. Come watch me if you want to talk about AI, about business, and all sort other sort of stuff. But yeah, until then, I just have to, keep talking to the camera and pretend that someone is here when there's actually not. It's just me. But you know how it goes. Every start is shitty. Okay, now let me put on some music. Dude, I don't even hear this. You guys can hear it. Why can't I? What? Why can't I hear the music? Whew, this is stressful. Maybe I just have to plug this in. And then it will be good. I actually used to play Terraria a lot back in the days. I just loved that game. I wouldn't say I loved it. I loved other games more, but Terraria is just such a wonderful and calming experience that I actually used to. And yeah, so actually we're going to talk about AI in the consumer industry, because in my opinion that's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm actually just going to change this scene, and you'll see my Reddit here. The reason why I'm going on Reddit is because there's a lot of cool stuff there that I wouldn't even think about. Yeah, sorry, just a backlinking problem emerged from the ground up, but it's fine. It is fine. Okay. That is Pop! OS, Mint, Debian, SUSE, Arch, Ubuntu, and I don't know these. Yeah. That is... How is it called in English? You know that Christmas tree? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to be going on subreddits with like r/AI. Is there something like that at least? AI money making. Holy fuck. I'm not even sure if I can show this live. Hold on. No. Oh my god, no, I can't. Okay, I'm just going to read this stuff out loud to you guys. So this is where we're headed. We are generating OnlyFans models with AI. Now anyone can do that if they want to, but if you care about the ethics and the morality of this, you probably won't do this. One of the best ways to make money online is selling. Whether you're selling leads, programs, or content, the residuals that come in make the difference when you're away from the keyboard. AI model side hustle content fits perfectly into this. For social media content that grows and for content that sells, copy an existing OnlyFans model who is successful. Okay, so there is a safe for work version. I can't believe this. Dude. I have to say, men being addicted to porn isn't women's fault, it's man's fault. At its core, it's just man's fault. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just had to reply to this guy. I'm doing some backlinking stuff with my SEO agency. So right now, I am exchanging some links with a guy, which has a pretty good tiling business and flooring as well. So I might as well take advantage of that. I mean, why not? I'm just like, I'm getting curious, so I opened up Google to see my ranks. Actually, we are doing pretty fine. Not like world class, but it's fine. So, we are doing AI porn at the moment. I can't believe this. We're going to be visiting this fuck AI community, that's for sure. Because I'm going to make assumptions on what people actually think about AI. And then at the end, I will check if my assumptions were wrong. Why is Reddit so against AI? Yeah, why is Reddit so anti? Okay, if you need upvotes, dude, you just have to, basically ask this question in any subreddit that is slightly connected to AI. This girl is 100% AI. Thank you. I was mocked at work for loving my AI boyfriend. I'm sorry, what? So we are now replacing cock with AI cock. Dude, I'm gonna make a fucking is there like a whiteboard open for me? No, go away. Create whiteboards. You know how iPhone used to do one of those marketing tricks? So I don't know. Let's see, bottle. Just a simple word like that, and they turn into iBottle if they wanted to make it fancy. Dude, we are generating the new iPhones with this. What we are doing is making cock into iCock. Well, specifically, we are doing AI cock. Oh my god, that is the best A and I I've ever written in my life. That looks so good. Okay, if you want if you want to learn how marketing works in today's world, just steal this picture right here. If you want to make a product, you know how marketers try to do these frameworks for you to use. Like I wanted to do one as well. It was called the Ascent formula. A.S.C.E.N.D. So that was my Ascent formula, and it was like six different words, and it was a whole framework of how we generate money for our clients. And at the end, it wasn't anything secret. It was about thinking. So I basically described thinking in a framework. You have to ascend. So in a way it was genius. It landed me 2 clients, but I have to be honest, I abandoned the idea because I realized, like, I'm working with contractors. I bet it works perfectly fine if you're doing email marketing, for example, but I'm just not going down that route. I am already doing email marketing for 1 client. That's enough. I just don't want to do it. Okay. Supergirl AI video. AI is all over Reddit. Starter pack. The IQ above 9,000 classes. I don't understand. AI art flexing on human originality. Cool. Tech bird pretending to be a prophet. Overusing ChatGPT for no reason. Desperate for virtual gold validation. Is this about Reddit or what? The classic wall of text. Oh, okay, so this is Redditors using AI. Okay, now I get it. To blaze about AI. Miller can acknowledge the negative and positive. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's get to business. Let's get to business then. I've built over 50 plus AI agents. Here's what everyone gets wrong. Everyone is obsessed with building the next Devin or some godlike autonomous agent. It's a huge waste of time for 99% of developers and businesses after spending the last 18 months in the space of... Okay, I'm not going to wait through this. The game changing agents are in the complex and global scripts and unbrain attached. Agent that reads incoming support category. Okay, this takes like 5 minutes. The agents that clients happily pay 5 figures for all the ones. No one will pay for an agent that reads incoming support emails, categorizes them, and instantly replies to them. The categorizes part, no, but the instantly replies is just such a bad move, because if you actually want to do some sort of AI that instantly replies, you have to give it a specific action, a specific workflow. You don't just want to go out there and be like, yeah, so it will reply to everything that you have, because ultimately it will generate a massive surge of bad replies. Hold on. Dude. How can I hate using everything that is connected to OBS, to be honest. Dude. Oh. I just made my chat. Okay, my chat's there. Okay. So, building an AI that instantly reports, replies to messages can go basically two ways. It either spits out really good messages or it doesn't. The way you can make it so that it actually replies to messages pretty quickly and pretty well is that if you generate an agent for each one of them. So like if there is a marketing email that comes in, it just deletes it. But you give it some guidelines. If you're talking about outreach, now you have to build a specific workflow for that. Because what if they say, oh, I don't know, let's say my situation, for example, if I'm trying to reach out to people and saying like, hey, we'll do your SEO, and they say like, oh, what's the SEO? The AI just goes on a tangent, writes a huge block of text of what SEO is. But what if the lead is a contractor? No one will read this huge block of text. It needs a compact reply. So replying to each email with AI is good if you can actually manage the AI and see how it actually replies. A simple bot that monitors 5 niche subreddits finds trending problems and drafts a weekly marketing pain points email for the product team. First of all, 1 email per week is not that good. If you're trying to just write 1 email per week, you probably don't even need a bot like this. And instead you could just read Reddit and be like, okay, so this question pops up a lot, I'm just going to write about that. If you actually want to do a bot like that, you should be doing daily emails, not weekly. So yeah, that's a bad usage, but market pain points, I feel like AI still can't really manage feelings, to be honest. I used to write a lot of email copy with AI, doing market research with AI. It simply couldn't do it because the pain point was not the real pain point of the market. So let's say we are doing beginner fitness stuff. I don't know. The pain point is usually not going to be the fact that they have, I don't know, knee problems, or I don't even fucking know. Okay, let's put it this way. They probably won't have a problem with benching 255 because they're not even focused on that. We should be teaching them how to bench, I don't know, 100 pounds. Something like that. So yeah, this is just total bullshit in my opinion. A weekly market pain points email. People were just probably cheap out on it anyway, so whatever. An agent that takes bland real estate listings and rewrites them to highlight the emotional triggers that actually make people book a viewing. Wait, what do you mean? Real estate Houston. The reason why I write a lot of times Houston is because that's my #1 favorite city in all of America. Okay. This is fine. I mean, I don't even understand what this means. Rewrites them to highlight the emotional triggers. What kind of triggers are we talking about? Like, you're going to have this many space anyway, so why even bother? I don't know, just if you have a normal brain, you will say like, there are no, I don't know, bad stuff going around in the neighborhood. You're probably not going to shoot this shot because the fence looks egregious, like absolutely fucked. I don't even understand why they even managed to take such a bad shot. You shouldn't even be writing build in 2006. Okay, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe this is good. The build is the easy part. The real job starts after you launch. You're not selling AI, you're selling a business outcome. At least I can agree with this. If you lead with the tech, you've already lost the sale. I agree. Okay, that's fine. Actually, this is a pretty normal guy. I don't like this one. I'm just not sure about it, and it's also pretty easy to build. I'm pretty sure it could be done via n8 within a few minutes. So yeah, I don't think that's a huge problem. But yeah, let's just go on. Actually, I'm going to rename the the live stream and be like, oh yeah, we're just talking about Reddit. How can I? Oh no. The stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended one. Why should I fucking use a lower bitrate if this is fine? Okay, I don't even give a fuck. I'm lazy. Let's watch. Wait, let's read AI Reddit. lmao. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Why is Reddit so hopelessly confused about AI and yet hates it so bad? The RAM shortage is here to stay, raising prices on. Yep. Even calling it AI is just fucking big tech marketing. It's not intelligence. What we have is a glorified autocomplete. There is no logic. It's a calculator of words. The world took the marketing bait, client and sinker. I mean, I sometimes think my brain is just a glorified autocomplete. Yeah, I like that quote. Yeah. About RAM shortages though. Let me just do a whiteboard here again, because RAM shortages are actually not that huge of a deal. It will probably go away in a few years. So RAMs, essentially, like every other market, has its ups and downs, and recently just started, blowing up to infinity and beyond. So I don't know. I don't know the RAM prices, but that well. I think it's like 6 GB, 6,600 dollars for 32 gigs maybe. So RAM. Let's see. Oh my god. I I'm looking at this because I never actually looked up. I actually never looked up the RAM prices in Hungarian forints. I knew they were pretty expensive, but like this expensive. Okay, this is pretty manageable. I mean, it's high, but 28,000. It's like, I don't know, maybe 75 bucks, which is not that bad. 8 gigs, DDR4. Okay, it's not 5. Who cares? That's good. I mean, yeah, this is kind of on the higher end. Yeah, but this is just fucked up. It's almost 250. Yeah, and this is just absurd. I think this is because of the RGB as well. So this is 224 HUF to USD. So yeah, it's around 7. Oh no, fuck! I didn't want to say 6-7. Yeah, so they're pretty high, but the reason why is because, let's say there's a store which hands out to customers. So, you know, they hand out all the parts, all the big stuff. And so these are pretty much just redistributors, if you really think about it. Yeah, you get it. The store ordered RAMs from another redistributor. The redistributor ordered for the company itself. But also, let's say here's the RAM. It hasn't even been made. Okay, let me put this into another perspective. So, an AI company ordered the RAMs, which they haven't even got in the first place. So they haven't even mined it or whatever. Let's just say silicon. So because they are purchasing RAM that hasn't even been mined, it hasn't even been made, hasn't even been mined, none of that. They just keep going in circles and circles, and once the AI bubble just pops, you know, the AI companies like OpenAI and stuff like that will have to pay for all of the RAMs, unfortunately. So until they pay it back, there will be just a not a RAM shortage, but like the price will stay up pretty high. And once all of that is done, only then it will start to go down. But that, considering if the bubble actually pops. Yeah. Let's look at another one. AI has ruined me. Yeah, so basically this guy got hired as a front-end developer, and then they took too long at a mid-level job to figure out what's wrong. He used AI, but it didn't quite, you know, understand. He didn't quite understand the problem, and so what happened is that the guy just got blamed. So, and this is because of React coding. Isn't React like a really shitty? Oh no, this is the okay. So this is that library which makes pretty cool animations. That's good. I'm not that into programming, by the way, so you know, don't blame me if I say something quite wrong. Yeah, this is just normal stuff. I mean, I guess in America, the hustle culture is just way too popular, so this will happen one way or another. Reddit is the major source of AI. Okay, no way. No way. Wow. News. Fake news. Okay, so people who actually try. Pro AI, Boomerbot, hashtag Musk, Husk, FIFA. Liberals can't meme. I don't even understand what this meme is about. Jesus. This is just so overly complicated. This is just so overly complicated and so much text that it you know how those memes go, which in which they argue whether Republicans or liberals can meme better. Yeah, liberals just can't meme at all. I'm not a liberal, if you couldn't guess. Using AI is stealing because these systems are trained on massive datasets that include the creative work of real artists and writers, often without their consent. AI mimics patterns, styles, phrases, voice, and compositions that are derived from copyrighted material, effectively remixing intellectual property into new outputs without credit or compensation. It's like mining the collective imagination of millions of creators, then profiting from their work while bypassing the original labor, thought process, vision, or ownership that made it. Yeah, I actually talked about this in the previous live stream, which was how, you know, Coca-Cola made that ad, which was made with AI. And I'm pretty sure Coca-Cola stocks went down because of this, because the average consumer does not want AI. Let's see, well, December. Yeah, take a look at this. It took a huge fucking hit. So let's see, 24th and 70? When did this come out? 2 months ago, on November 3rd. Do you think it just plummeted? Oh no, how can I actually take a look at this? Did it plummet when they released the ad itself, or? So 6 months. I am not sure if this plummet was because of the Coca-Cola, the AI ad. No, it can't be. Oh, I mean, I don't know. They released the ad. Few days gone by. Virtually everyone forgot about it. What was this? Analyst rating. Okay, so when the analyst rating came in, you know, everything just went super bullish. So yeah, they took a huge hit, which means that it's not that they are profiting from copyrighted work. If you really think about it, most people who use AI will profit in a way. No. Let me start over. So the people who actually use AI and profit from others' work which are copyrighted, so let's say if the contents from DeviantArt, for example, uh, smaller businesses will use that AI content to actually make profit, because if they wouldn't be using it, hiring artists would cost thousands of dollars. But if they just use AI, they can, jump over that beginning stage. And then from that point on, the bigger companies are not using AI. I mean, let's say in videos or images, for example. Yeah, okay, except Coca-Cola. Every big company is anti-AI, except Coca-Cola, but he took a huge hit. So in bigger spaces, people are not using AI anymore because they will be losing money instead of gaining money. Which means that this picture just doesn't fucking mean anything. Yeah, I get it. Dude, this is just a bubble. You can't put the genie back in a box. That's it. Yes. Okay, people, let me take a guess. I'm gonna take a look at anti-AI and finish it for the day, because as I've said it before, I'm only doing this so I don't miss a Sunday. The reason why I'm doing it is so I don't miss a Sunday. And when I'll start posting on Instagram, this will be a lot better, but for now I'm just gonna stick with it. So my guess is people hate AI because a lot of its content is from Reddit, from DeviantArt, from people who actually put into work to make that content that AI is trained on. Which means they don't want to get their job. They don't want to lose their job and live on basic income, universal basic income, which is fine. But again, I've showed this before. I am not sure where we are in this whole diagram, because if you really think about it, let's say time and knowledge. So we have no idea if AI, okay, this is shitty color. Let's pick blue. So we have no idea whether AI is at this point, this point, this point, or here. We have no clue. All I can see right now is that you first of all have to pick a job that is AI proof no matter what, because this bubble will eventually pop. But secondly, all I can see is that AI will actually just become a tool that we use. I mean, normal art is still appreciated. I just went and visited my cousin because he came back from Dubai, and he has a really amazing painting in his room that was handmade by a guy in that town that he went to like 6 months ago. I don't know, a year, half a year. So normal art is still appreciated. I know that it wasn't the AI art because he literally made that whole art next to my cousin, so in front of him. It's just that people are saying that AI will be used to replace all jobs and all sorts of stuff, but to be honest, I don't see that right now. I can see that it has replaced a lot of the low-level stuff. So for example, customer support, you need like 1 or 2 people on it if you are not doing like a 24/7 thing, for example. I mean, even then, if you're doing plumbing, for example, you will need like 1 or 2 employees max who answer your phones if you're in America. But other than that, AI can do the job as well. So all I can see now is that it replaced most of the low-level jobs, and maybe it will probably go up till the lower medium height of jobs, which will mean that if you want to survive, you have to have better education. I know that's a problem, but in essence, currently, all I can see that it will only become a tool. I am not worried about AI, to be quite honest. As it stands right now, I feel like it will become a tool. Everything will be fine. And if OpenAI is secretly making ChatGPT, I don't know, 20 at the moment, then I might be wrong. But if they are not secretly doing all of this, if they are not secretly opening up ChatGPT 20, I don't know, in the US to, I don't know, Trump or whatever, then all I can say that we're pretty much fine. So actually, let's take a look at why people hate AI. Make a meme using AI, make a meme using MS Paint and some effort and creativity. Both of them is good. If it's not ridiculously made by AI, it's good. Dude, when I first downloaded Linux, and yes, I am using Linux, by the way, not Arch, but how can I am using Linux. How can I show this to you guys? So yeah, Linux. When I first started out on Linux, there's this tool called GIMP, and I started using it, and I just didn't know how to use it. So for one of my clients' work, I had to edit an image, which was pretty basic. Put up a big font, and in front of it place a figurine, and I couldn't do it with GIMP. And I just told ChatGPT, not GPT, I told it to Gemini, like, hey, place this text behind the character, and it's fine. And it made it. It took me a couple of tries, but I mean, it wasn't clearly made with AI. People couldn't tell it because that was just a simple image. I just used it because I didn't know how to use the editing program yet. AI allowing. I'm not going to watch a video. Actually. No. Company creates site for clean training data. 5,000 users fall for it. What? I don't understand this and I don't want to. I think AI art is ugly. It's losing its argument. I don't like it. It's much better. Yeah. I'm just gonna get downvoted to hell. It's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah. A little bit of trolling is fine. Go just use ChatGPT or Gemini. Hi, sorry, I wanted to post this somewhere, but I didn't know where, so maybe this is the right place. I'm testing one of my university friends, and the conversation goes like this. Oh, what's the other presentation that you have to do for your class? Oh, about this, James Joyce. And what themes it has, the structure, and whatever. I'm reading the book first to understand the story myself. Cool, just use Gemini or ChatGPT. It's gonna make your job easier. Side note, she always uses AI whenever she writes essays or whatever. And it pains me to see that so many students from my major, I study English and English language and literature, have fun at Starbucks, dude. I mean, sis. Use AI for their writings and whatnot. Maybe I want to suffer while reading one of these longest books I have ever read and understand it and do it myself. At least this way, whatever I created in that presentation is real and from others trusted website. And as a writer, it pains me to see other fellow writers use AI for books and claim it as their own. I mean, I think I still want to say that the way universities are structured at the moment is just not good. Because of AI, everything can be cheated. So you really just have to game it out. You really have to change the whole direction of how schools do it. Social media was never like this. Social media were just social media, like Instagram for example, it was always filled with racist videos, not this. Generally one of the most screwed up things I've seen on the pro AI subs. Yeah, but this is like a 2-year-old. I love AI so much. This is a 2-year-old, dude. No wonder. Me break pencil. Me too dumb to learn. You can still use both ends. I don't understand. Maybe I'm too dumb. Amazing DoorDash driver accepted the drive, immediately marked as delivered and submitted an AI generated image of a DoorDash order. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I mean, DoorDash just has to have a better security system, I guess. Yeah, everything is just going to get screwed by AI. So you just have to game it out. You just have to play your cards right. Here's the thing. They tell you that AI is the future. They are lying through their teeth. Someone who uses ChatGPT doesn't have an edge on you. In fact, they're unhireable. Let me give you some ammo to kick the AI bros in the fucking teeth. For the still not convinced, if you need an AI to come up with ideas for you, you don't even belong in the fucking room, because coming up with ideas is literally the most basic level skill to have. A basketball player who can't dribble doesn't belong in the NBA, so why the fuck do you think you deserve a spot in my writing team if you need a computer to do what any goddamn fucking 8-year-old can do? Take the fucking hint, you fucking fraud. If you need AI to do the most basic tasks required of you as a writer, then you are deployable as a writer. Period. Fuck you. You're a waste of everyone's time. This is just like a fucking breakdown, dude. Oh no, people are using AI to generate ideas. Oh no. Dude, I'm a fucking copywriter. I made thousands upon thousands of dollars from writing fucking emails. You know what's the hardest part? The idea, not the email itself. I just have to, sometimes I ask Gemini, like, dude, can you come up with a couple of angles for this? I don't even know. I know that I want to do something like this, but I don't know how to, you know, in what context. And oh, you know, you could write it in this context and that context and whatever. It just, oh, okay. And then I disregard everything that the AI just said because an idea just popped in my head because he gave me an angle. Dude. This is just annoying. They're kind of being... You use the writing angle if your writer needs a machine to generate the end. It's also not formatted because word processors type. Why bother hiring someone to do that and not just be the person using the AI yourself? Unless it generating has skill to specialize. Okay, if you're talking about books, sure, but you shouldn't write a book with AI because it will be shit. But yeah, this is just whatever. This turf uses Grok AI to be transphobic by making it detransition random people, or by making it pick who's more of a woman between a picture of her and one of a trans woman, and even claiming that Grok belongs to the turfs now. I'm not even going to comment on that. A real art enjoyer always speaks ill of AI generated art because you have to know how to use AI, dude. This is a 2-year-old, dude. These people disgust me. I really do hope that you guys can hear this amazing music. Am I just doom scrolling on live stream? Amazing. My dream. Okay. Thank you. I don't need AI in my browsers though. I need it in AI. Like, keep Google as is. Actually, I don't even use Google anymore. I use Brave, but whatever. Bad hair day. So, where was this? Yeah, so you have to know how to use AI. I am going to show you a prompt from the r/r Gemini AI chat. What do you see? Completely normal image. Okay, this is whatever. There's the good side and the bad side of the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can show this. I can. Yeah, this is weird. Why is this spicy? If I get demonetized, that's why. Delete older chats to free up space. I can't even delete chats in Gemini. That's probably because I'm on Google Workspace. Okay guys, let me end this with a note here. I'm going to give you a guide to follow. If you want to make sure you don't rot your brain away while still keeping up with tech, watch this video from PewDiePie. Okay?
Maybe you're one.
Watch this video from PewDiePie, and as funny as it is, dude, you can follow most of the stuff that is inside of here. If you want to just be as private as possible while still keeping up with tech, just follow the guide that the guy says, and you'll be fine. But okay, that's it from me. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.